This week is the OpenStack MountainWest conference in Salt Lake City. I'm here because I have a couple of panel sessions that I'm attending. The one that we did this morning I thought was quite interesting. It was focused on the future of OpenStack. What exactly is it? What do we think is going to come out of it? And I thought the discussion was really interesting because it ranged from both community questions, what needs to happen to the community, how does the community need to evolve to continue to develop a future for OpenStack and make sure that that future is bright, which is I think the goal that we all had. And also a thought about some of the technology underlying OpenStack. Specifically, one of the questions that the moderator asked was, what is the benefit of sticking with a Python-only approach? I think the results of that, we had a couple of different thoughts that seemed to come out of the overall conversation. One was that it would be useful if the community started thinking about how OpenStack actually services its end user customer. And I was pointing out the fact that there really are two customers for the OpenStack community at large. There's the customer for the developers, which are really the operators. They're the ones that are trying to get these services up and running. And then there's the customer for the infrastructure that's then been deployed. So I look at it as there's the end user, the application user that wants to consume OpenStack, and there's the operator that needs to build and run an OpenStack-based environment. There were also some conversations about the deployment technology behind OpenStack. How can we make this better? Is there maybe a need to start looking at building in some of the current intellectual property? I think maybe along the lines of what's happening with the orchestrator concept in the Kubernetes space that the CoreOS community has brought forward, to say that there are tools that need to be deployed, and deploying them often requires not just the base capabilities of turning the service on, but also some additional knowledge, some additional automation that goes into that. In the OpenStack community, there are already tools to potentially help capture some of this knowledge. Tools like Mistral, which is a workflow management tool, and Heat, which is a template-based automation tool. And maybe just providing more infrastructure for those sorts of services would accommodate that one thought, which was, can we make this a more flexible tool that has better upfront value? In addition, there were some thoughts around the end users. How can they get better value out of OpenStack environments, and sort of leading towards the thought of hybrid cloud or hybridization of cloud services. Can we actually tie OpenStack into Amazon and Google and Azure and SoftLayer and all of the other sort of private, or rather public-based clouds that are out there? How can we bring those two services together? So really a very interesting session. This afternoon there are a number of breakout sessions, which I'm hoping to go attend a couple more of now, and I'll probably put together another little segment later this evening specifically talking to some of the things that I learned from the afternoon sessions. This is Robert Starmer with Kumulus Technologies, and this is our vlog where we try to keep you up to date on what we're seeing in the cloud system space.